These are the 5 most common flaws that are holding you back in Fortnite. I will be going over how to get more confident aim, how to approach peaks, high ground retakes, and tight situations. First, and most importantly, accidentally flicking in box fights. This is why many end up losing unnecessary fights. I don't feel like it's talked about enough, because it's much more common than you would think. And how to fix it is much more simpler than you would think. The idea of it is not too hard to understand. All you have to do is these 2 easy steps. First of all, start doing more tracking training, as shown in these next videos. What this does is making your brain understand that it don't need to flick just to either look cool or to hit your shots. Just focus on very small adjustments and slow movement. What might also help is tuning your sensitivity down by 5 to 1.0. I would recommend the map I am currently playing on. Code is on top of the screen. Alright, let's move over to peaks and approach. You don't want to run up on someone's box and just start pickaxing their wall. You are totally open, in case they decide to open up on you. Instead, try to box up diagonally to the box, while also taking control of the space in between. From this position, you have much more control, and you also have a wall and a cone in between them, in case they decide to open up. This also gives you the right-hand peek advantage. Next up, we will be using the same concept, but in this situation, we are pushing from above. By boxing up, besides, above them, you will end up having much more control in case they open up to shoot you. Start doing this, and I promise you that you will win more fights. If you have already hit them a lot and need to push very aggressive, this is an example of how you can rush in without any risk. By doing this, you are protected from their right hand by the stair, and if they open up wide while you're trying to take the wall, you can just reset. This is personally my favorite. Now let's go over to peaks. Instead of doing a normal right-hand peek, try to use your momentum and get as close to the wall as possible, then jump and shoot. You also want to make sure there is a floor above you, or else you're going to have much more airtime, making it easier for the opponent to hit you. If you also have managed to get a stair in their box, these are some peaks I suggest. First one is quite odd since you don't priority the right-hand peek. But since you are totally invisible because of the stair, makes it a great peek. Next ones are quite forward since we are using the same idea as the last one. This one might be a bit tricky, but it's a great peek once you can do it. Next focus is if you manage to take their cone and floor from above. Don't just wide double edit, because this puts you in a very vulnerable position. Instead of wide double editing on them, because then you are almost as open as them. Try to place a wall and a window in between, because then you will manage to have the right-hand peek while also staying protected. Another peek you can try if someone is trying to take your wall is to edit your cone like shown, and then make a window to get the perfect right-hand peek while being fully secured. The opponent will have almost no way to see you. Let's move over to high ground retakes. The first one is going to be quite simple. It's basically a tunneling upwards movement. It's very important to keep in mind that you need to stay protected at all costs. Next one is basically a 90, but with the mechanic we just learned. A lot of people probably already know this retake and is also using it. But it's not as protected as we would like to be. So what we can do is combine it with our last mechanic to get the same retake effect, only more protected. Next retake is going to basically be a side jump, while trying to keep the momentum to go up. If you feel like you need more height on your retakes, I would suggest trying this version. It might be quite difficult to learn, but it's more simple than you think, and it's very effective. Let's go quick through what to do if someone is trying to take your wall in stressful situations. Don't just hold wall and hope they don't have better ping than you. Instead, try to go out to the left or right and do this simple wall edit and cone placements. But if you go and find out he was a step ahead, instead take your time and box up behind you, because then you will have time to eventually pop a mini. Something you can also try to catch your opponent off guard is these simple steps. First, make a wall edit to make it seem that you're going to shoot. Then edit your cone and floor to make it seem that you are trying to escape. Reset your cone and get a free hit. Make sure to like the video in case you thought anything that I showed was helpful. It takes you less than 5 seconds and helps me out more than you would think. Also, comment which tip helped you the most if you watched till the end. Let me know what you want to see more of. I'll do any types of tutorials.